On Thursday, activists in Baltimore protested Israeli Independence Day in Fells Point, a day Palestinians call the Nakba, or the catastrophe, for when they were forced into exile in 1948. They gathered in Thames Street Park beforehand.
So I'm Sami Al-Qasim. I'm a member of Baltimore Palestine Solidarity and Baltimore Jewish Voice for Peace. So today we're gathering here to protest the Charm City Tribe and Impact's celebration of Israeli Independence Day.
Charm City Tribe is mostly supposed to be for young adult Jews who live downtown, and Impact is kind of like their young leadership development core.
We did this last year as well. We went inside and we had little flyers with us that had different villages that were destroyed.
My impression is it'll just be a party with Israeli themes, and certainly no awareness of the fact that the political independence of the state of Israel was predicated on a military evacuation and ethnic cleansing of Palestinian inhabitants of the territory. So yeah, this is not a competition about who cares more, because we care enough to show up. That man is having an emotional experience. We do not have to participate in his emotional experience. It's enough that we instigate it, and then that's how we can deal with it.
We marched down to Fells Point, and the group set up outside of the bar where Charm City Tribe and Impact were having their private celebration of Israeli Independence Day.
Stop celebrating ethnic cleansing!
Stop celebrating ethnic cleansing!
There is no pride in genocide!
There is no pride in genocide!
This is for Haifar, this is for Rafah, this is for Gaza, this is for Balata, this is for Tarek, this is for Bashar, this is for Mahmoud, this is for Ta'er, this is for Fatma, who was only 7 and Samir shot dead at school at the age of 11. What would you do if you were under occupation? Let them take your freedom or fight for liberation? Lonely the freedom fighters of the Intifada fighting for freedom today, cause there might not be a tomorrow now. Lonely the freedom fighters of the Intifada fighting for freedom today, cause there might not be a tomorrow. Give me liberty or death.
We don't have a problem with you guys protesting and stuff or doing whatever, but you need a permit for the mourned, and you can't stand still. You gotta move. Let's second grab the commander, come here and talk.
Do it. Muhammad Hisham Al-Raqab, 15.
Rest in power.
Adnan Musa Abu Aliyan, 22.
Rest in power.
So they're talking about like people arrested from the Israelis.
People killed.
But why you guys like choose the place here and during the night?
Yeah.
And to the last pulse in my veins,
To the last pulse in my veins,
I shall resist. You may deprive me of my mother's kisses.
you may deprive me of my
You may destroy my history.
You may destroy my history.
You may curse my father, my people.
You may curse my mother, my people.
Stop it. You may deprive my children of their smile.
You may deprive my children of their smile.
And of life's necessities.
And of life's necessities.
You may fool my people with a borrowed face.
You may fool my people with a borrowed face.
You may spread a wall of terror around me.
You may spread a wall of terror around me.
You may glue my eyes with humiliation.
You may glue my eyes with humiliation.
Oh, enemy of the sun.
Oh, enemy of the sun.
But I shall not compromise.
I shall not compromise.
And to the last pulse in my veins,
And to the last pulse in my veins,
I shall.
You want to pick him? Just go over there, please.
Mordecai.
Just go right over there.
That we can stay here.
Who?
The
officers?
the business, so they have to get off the sidewalk.
Yeah. Okay. Get off the sidewalk then.
I tried to get a comment from the celebrators of the holiday, but was physically forced out of the bar. Outside, no one going to or coming from the event wanted to talk to me. Eventually, we headed back to Thames Street Park for a debrief.
Eventually the owner did come, and I did have a brief conversation with her again where she said, essentially, if I had known that it was going to cause this much trouble, I wouldn't have let them be here, and you should contact me next time, and that sort of thing.
Okay.
So that's why I called the police, I guess. But yeah, so she was sort of like, at this point, it's not worth kicking them out to me, and so I'm not, I wish you had, basically she was just like, call me, this is good, I don't want this to happen. She was very, very upset about losing business, which makes sense for a capitalist.
It's a good lesson. We didn't hear from the bar. We didn't hear anything from the bar last year, but we didn't have a good contact. So it's a good lesson to keep our ear to the ground about where they're going to hold it next year, because it's going to get harder and harder, and we just have to reach out as soon as possible so that we can make it more and more difficult for them to find a venue.
Great.